Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all my people off of Warboss Stage 2015 Painting Challenge and my subscribers at YouTube. Once again, big, huge thanks to you guys for making this channel possible and liking, subscribing, and sharing my videos. Thanks again. Appreciate all you guys. Much love for you guys. Alright, so let's go ahead and get May 15th started. As you know, I like to start off with shout-outs. So, my first shout-out is going to my man War Tiger. War Tiger, your freaking Horus Heresy stuff is phenomenal and inspired me to start collecting one. So, probably starting this fall, this winter, I'll probably be starting a Horus Heresy army because of the fact of you, buddy. My wife may not appreciate it, but you know what? This is where being bilingual comes in handy, because then you can just choose which one's going to be more beneficial to you. So that's where you go, okay? And no se habla inglés, and place the order on Forge World, where hopefully by then they'll have a plastic set to start off with in GW, which will be flipping awesome. But yeah, buddy, cheers to you, buddy. Thanks for getting me started with that, because your work inspired it for me. I'm sorry guys, I'm a little out of breath. I just got done with my evening run. Ran like 2 miles. Actually, technically, I start off with a jog, ran, walk, jog, run, and then finally ended on a sprint. So I'm a little tired. And that'll go to my rant here just a little bit. But anyways guys, my next shout out is going to be to my man Thimbus. I'm loving the work that he's doing with his dwarves. It's freaking phenomenal. And if you have not checked out his photos or his updates, you really should and really need to, because it's freaking awesome. And I have an affirmation for the small folk, because they're pretty cool. Plus they like to drink. That's takes me back to my army days. Showing up 5 a.m. formation, still drunk or hungover, and having morning PT runs in the woods. So those were fun days, smelling of booze that early in the morning. But anyways, huge shout out to Fimbus, and not to mention D-Sock Sarge, I believe. He's doing George too, and they're freaking phenomenal. My next shout out is going to be going to my name, Swoove Minister Yanker Windminster, I think. I'm sorry, buddy, if I jacked up your name, I apologize. But he's doing orcs for 40k, and they look really awesome. I mean, he's kind of like scratch building slash bash kitting and everything. They have a really awesome personality, so if you have not seen it, check out his stuff. They're really, really cool. Have a lot of personality, character to them, and I really like them. I mean, they're really flipping cool. So let's go ahead and get to the tertiary objective. We are right now in my backyard. My little slice of heaven. Sorry that it's dark. It is around 9 o'clock. But I kind of wanted to show you guys my little sanctuary. I like to come out here at night. Kind of calm down. Maybe smoke a cigar occasionally. Have maybe a little bit of whiskey. And no Mega Tim Ho. Not Jack Daniels. I actually got some larceny this time. 92 proof, buddy. Pretty good if you haven't tried it. Pretty reasonable for the price. Alright, so this is my my little piece of sanctuary. Up there somewhere is where I have my man cave. So part in the yard and maybe a little bit furry if you can't see it. If not, then kudos to you. It's been raining a lot here in Dallas area, so I haven't gotten to my yard. It's like rained for like the past week. It's been crazy. So I got to get on my yard. Hopefully when it dies out, it's supposed to end. Well, I mean, it's ended maybe a couple hours ago, and it's supposed to pick up again tomorrow. So I need to do my yard when it opens up so I don't get screamed at by my HOA, because those guys aren't fun. Yeah, so once again, I apologize. I'm a little out of breath. Got done with the run. Which goes to my next thing. I guess my little rant. Even though we're in the hobby, guys, it's always important to make sure that, you know, you do some sort of activity other than sitting there painting, just because the fact that, you know, health is important and it doesn't get easier the older you get. I'm saying this from experience. Actually, up to a year ago, I weighed in about 270 pounds, so almost to 300, and that really starts tearing down your body. I actually had a surgery on my back, and I was out for maybe about 6 to 8 months. I was in really good shape before then, and I just got lazy afterwards and didn't care, and now I'm just kind of found in my rejuvenation to getting back into shape. So just come from personal experience, man. Work out. I mean, it doesn't have to be anything major. You don't have to go out there and parkour your neighborhood and run and Kong jump everywhere and play Spider-Man. No, just go out and take a walk, a little run, a couple push-ups here and there. It won't hurt you. It'll actually be good for you. Make you release some of that stress, your tension throughout your day. And those of you guys on here who work out as well, you guys can probably attest to that. But keeping in shape is important because you want to be around for a while. And yeah, I highly recommend doing it. Just to help benefit you, man. Physically and emotionally and physically and mentally, it helps. Takes care of some things. And plus, on top of that, man, you could probably find some really cool inspiration or thoughts or anything or stuff like that for, you know, your painting, terrain, stuff like that. Just go out there and look at your world, man, and enjoy it, embrace it. I like to call it a trifecta. Actually, it's more of a quadfecta because you gotta you gotta nurture the spirit. So if you're religious or not, whatever, I am. You know, lately I've been a heathen because of my work schedule and I haven't been able to go to church. But you know, make sure that you feed yourself spiritually, whatever it is. I'm not here to judge. You know, that's not my place. I'm here to motivate you and be your buddy. But spiritually, whatever it is, take care of yourself spiritually. 2, take care of yourself physically. Just so that way you can enjoy simple things without running out of breath or, you know, push yourself to the limit, such as the next couple years. I plan on doing Ninja Warrior. I don't know if you guys know that, but my plan in 2 years is to get to Ninja Warrior. So for me to get that, I got to get in really good shape. Like I said last year, up to about maybe last year was 270. I'm now down to 220. I need to drop down to like about 190. So that's what I need to do in order to get that going. And plus on top of that, work on my core and other things that I'm doing too. Today was just cardio day. But yeah, so 2 is physically make sure you're active. I mean, the hobby's great. It's awesome. It's fantastic. And if you don't run or whatever, then that's on you. Like I said, I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to point the finger and say, you need to do this. But, you know, just do you, man. I'm going to support you no matter what. And if it's not your thing, it's not your thing. That's cool. Third thing, 1, 2, 3. I guess it is 3. 3 is obviously creatively, like creativity, foster that, whether it be the hobby. I want to start dubbing this as the hobby. Or, you know, writing, drawing. Alternative artist Faye, she's freaking phenomenal artist, and one day I hope my drawing skills can match that. But, you know, foster that as well. Get all parts of your body and mind working. Also, that brings me up to my 4th one is intellectually foster that. Me, myself, I'm just now going to school. I'm like almost 35 years old. I will be in October. And I finally figured out what I want to do when I grow up. So I'm actually working on my degree. Just goes to show you're never too old to go back to school if you haven't gone. I'm actually going to school for firearms technology. You guys are probably like, well, what's that? Well, I deal with gunsmithing, ballistics, running, call it sporting management. So like gun shops and ranges and stuff like that. I'll be like, I could be a manager for that, or do forensics or some other cool stuff if I chose to. But yeah, so with all those, man, you can form an awesome person. I highly recommend it. Like I said, no judgment if you haven't, but you should definitely actively engage all centers of your mind and make everything happen that you can. Don't live a life that's just anything. I like to live a life that's extraordinary, you know. I mean, there's a lot of things out there in the world that I've seen and done and still like to see. And there's even a whole bunch more things that I want to witness, see, and still do out there. So, you know, definitely want to become more of a world traveler, see the world more and everything else. Definitely from a tourist side of things as opposed to a military sort of thing. But, so yeah, look for me in your guys' town. Maybe I'll give you guys some shout outs or something like that when I'm passing through your neighborhood. Like England, I haven't really been in England, so I would like to check that out. So I'm looking at you guys, Miniman, Mammoth, Jam Jar, looking to check that out. Looking to go down to New Zealand. So Faye, when I come down to your neighborhood one day, you can show me the sights. Still need to make it out to California. Need to check out some baseball games and stuff like that over in California, like Oakland and San Francisco and stuff like that, and just check out the historic areas. So definitely like history as well. So definitely looking to check all those stuff out with you guys. Engage with all you guys. It'll be really cool. All right, so let me go ahead and pause this real quick, and then we will go upstairs to check out what progress I've made on the Dark Eldar Raider. All right, stay tuned. All right, so this is the Dark Eldar Raider, but before we go through this, let me go ahead and run through the question of the day, which is what hobby technique would you like to see improve the most? Be honest, I would love to see everything improve the most, from basics all the way up to, I guess, advanced techniques, but I would like to see everything improve. Excuse me. I guess the main one that I would really like to see improve and work on more, I guess, is sculpting with green stuff. I mean, I could do sandbags, but those are kind of easy. I'm talking about like going in and making icons and stuff like that. Like, Den of Imagination does some crazy crap with green stuff, and I really like to see that improve and make happen. All right, so with that, without further ado, let's check out my Dark Eldar Raider. All right, so this is the Dark Eldar Raider I've been working on. As you can see, I've done more assembly. I've actually put on the sail as well as the disintegrator cannon at the front and painted all that up. I went ahead and free-handed that icon for my custom cabal, which is called the Eternal Night. Has a little blood dot in it, and that's a moon with some Dark Eldar tribal markings, I guess, would be so to speak, inspired by some of their decals that they got going on. Like, I kind of used the moon shape. Kind of looks like it, maybe. I mean, theirs is a little bit more tilted off to the side, but it works. I like it. I think it's pretty cool. Next, like I said, I did the disintegrator cannon. I don't think it's going to focus. But anyways, the disintegrator cannon's done. And I free-handed that icon on the side. I wanted to make it blood red because I wanted to make it like they took some slaves, sacrificed it, and smeared blood on the side of their vehicles to make it more, I guess, primal, so to speak. Get down to their baser instincts that they indulge in. I went ahead and also free-handed that on the disintegrator cannon. Don't ask me what it is. I made it up as I went. I thought it looked cool. So that's why I did that. As well as that's what it looks like. I pulled some cool glow effects in the cannon and made it bone. Like, if you look at their fluff, like, they don't use Wraithbone how they normally would use, like the Eldar would use Wraithbone. Like, they don't just grow it and then shape it with the bone shapers. They actually bring in slaves and put them to work in their undercity and have them build weapons for them. So they're more artisan, so to speak. But yeah, so that's what I did. I went ahead and incorporated. But to me, you know, Dark Eldar came from Eldar. So I incorporated like more of the bone aspect into it with the metal workings. And then obviously I wanted to kind of make it like a laser gun, so to speak. So I wanted to make it like a cool glow rod technique inside of it, like I've been doing for the weapons. So that's what I made happen. So this is the gun so far. I gotta work on a lot more of the accoutrements, such as the spikes, the skulls. Those are going to get primed up probably tonight or tomorrow, so I can start working on it. These are the tentacles that'll be going down underneath it once they're painted up. So with the spikes and everything, that's kind of what it'll look like. So with the crew there, the crew will be standing there. The pilot, steersman, and as well as gunner will be there, and then I'll have the rest of the crew hanging from the side. I'll probably glue them down so that way they can look real aggressive out there on the field whenever I get set to play them up. I'm really excited about how this is turning out. I think it really works really well. I like that sail a lot, how that came out. I was pretty happy with that. For the sail, guys, just to let you know, foundation, obviously I primed it in black, and then I base coated it with Incubi Darkness. And then after that, I washed it, or not washed it, but I tinted it with my airbrush using a Midnight Blue from Minotaur. And I went ahead and went on the edges and in the recesses to kind of make that pop out a little bit more. Then I wet blended the Incubi Darkness with the Cabal Light Green, and just did that from my wet palette on the cells to incorporate it in. And then obviously Cabal Light Green is in the center, so that way it makes it a little bit brighter. But yeah, I really like how this is turning out. The little gold effects on it are a nice little touch. Let me know what you guys think. That's it for today's rant and today's update regarding this. So stay tuned for more. This is the Raider, and this is day 15 of the challenge. Go get them, guys. Let's knock this out of the park. Warboss Day 2015 painting challenge. All right, together, man. We're gonna make this happen. All right, guys. Take it easy. Bye.